The next part of our journey took us to Santo Domingo and the Colonial Zone. Santo Domingo is a fairly huge city with over 3 million inhabitants, but we were in the Colonial City, which is the oldest part, founded in 1496. First city in the New World, as they called it back then. Here you have the oldest architecture there is to see on this side of the Atlantic. First cathedral, first university, first school, first hospital, pretty much first everything, and it is beautiful preserved. Right now, this is Parque Duarte. I'm not very good with these Spanish pronunciations, so you have to live with it, but still. People happy even during COVID. There's nothing to say about that. You can wander these streets for hours. I never got tired of just walking and looking at all these beautiful old buildings. The architecture, the streets, it's pure magic, to say the least. So if you love architecture, old buildings like I do, this is a must. When I go back here, I'm still gonna stay in the Colonial Zone because it's just fantastic. It's a part of the old world when you get down there. Over to other stuff while we just walk through this beautiful city. What can you expect here, money-wise, going to restaurants? It is actually fairly expensive going at the tourist location. If you just walk a bit outside the mainstream, it's probably gonna be like 20% of the price you pay in the tourist place, because that's fairly expensive. We're talking high Western prices. So if you walk a little bit out of Alpha Way, you will get so much more for your money. So that's a definite thing you want to consider when you're going out eating, shopping, and so on. It's a lot cheaper going in a few blocks down the road and eat there instead of here on the Alpha Way. It's a walking street going straight down there. It's a famous walking street with a lot of shops and cafes and restaurants. And if you go in there, it's going to be fairly expensive. So eating, you can do it outside. There is some small general shops that sells water, Sprite, Coke, all the small groceries type called colmados. And many of these turn into like a small pub at nighttime, and it's kind of cool. We didn't try it out here in Santo Domingo, but we tried it out in Puerto Plata, and it was fun. They actually sat inside the store, outside the store, drinking pretty much all day, all night, and we were invited there. But we will get back to that when we reach Puerto Plata. Right now we're in Santo Domingo, and there is a lot of places like that here as well, because we went at nighttime as well and saw these small supermarkets or colmados turned into pubs or drinking places. What else is there to visit here in the Colonial Zone? Of course, you have the fortress, you have Christopher Columbus's brother's place, all that. You also have jewelry shops, or it's not shops, but where they make jewelry. This is actually later on in the video as well. Not that much, but we just filmed a little bit inside it. And we went to a rum distillery, which is quite awesome. Tasting rum, learning the history, how they made rum, or like they say, run. It was very good, I have to say, and we bought a few bottles, so that's definitely something you want to take a look at. there is also a lot of, you know, cigar stores, if you like that, and they call it Cigar Factories, but it's basically a room with cigars. It's not a factory. If you want to see a factory, you have to go a bit outside the Colonial Zone. We went to one of these as well, and that was kind of fun as well, to see how they make cigars, even though we don't smoke. This is the distillery, the Rum Distillery. That was awesome. If you are in the neighborhood or see this, go in and take a look. Taste the rum. You can taste it and you can buy it as well. So don't be shy. Talk to the locals. Engage. It is such a good experience. Like this man with my mother here. It's just awesome. So engage with the people living there. Gives you a much better experience overall. Also, if you like art, there is a lot of art galleries along that walking street, which you will see it in a bit. And we also visited something called Lago Los Tres Hoyos. That's the 3 Eye Lakes. That's at the end of this video. It's a bit outside of the Zona Colonial. It's more towards Christopher Columbus, the new lighthouse they made for him there. This is also a very nice little place you can go and visit and walk around the park. So I recommend that to everyone as well. And if you get some guides there, you can get the history, what they were used for. People going down and bathing there, washing. It's like a bath back in the old days. And again, with the crime, we didn't experience anything. And we went all around the Colonial Zone and we went out, and I'm pretty sure at one point we ended up in, what can you say, a poorer zone, if you can say that. Yeah, it didn't look too good in the streets or anything, but nothing. We didn't see anything. People were just as polite there as anywhere else on this island. So if people say you have to watch out for crime and stuff like that, it's pure bullshit. They're good, nice, lovely people. So do not be afraid to wander around and have a look. There is a lot of police in the area as well, and they watch out for the tourists because it's important for them. So don't worry about it. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. But now I'm gonna leave you guys just to watch the rest of this video. It's not that much left, but I will come back when we're going to Puerto Plata.